Yeah, these are our ingredients right here. Starting out with our corn meatless grounds. They're made from mycoproteins, which is another word for fungus like mushrooms. Then we've got our mission burrito shells, flour. I'd get whole wheat if I could, but no one in North Texas seems to like whole wheat. Then our Violife mozzarella shreds with me covering up the title, and a totally organic olive oil, basil, and garlic spaghetti sauce as we use it as a base. And then we have basil and oregano and parsley, which are basically what most Italian seasonings are used for. That's what I docked up my sauce to get it a pizza flavor or whatever. So let's get to our skillet, and we're going to use grapeseed oil. Normally people use like olive oil, but olive oil is not good for cooking at high temperatures because it goes rancid and it becomes carcinogenic. Don't believe me? Look it up. We got our garlic right here, already minced up and everything. You know I eyeball everything. I don't measure out nothing. We got our green bell peppers. And then we got a mixed onions, some red and some Vidalia onions in there. Get that all in there. Then we saute it, at medium high temperature. So you stir it around to cook it. You don't want the garlic to burn. You want the onions to become kind of translucent where you can almost kind of see through them a little bit. And then at that point, then you can add your ground crumbles or whatever meat you're using. Now, if you're using real meat or something like that, you're probably going to have to cook it longer than what I'm doing on here. Like, this, you really only have to cook this for like 5 minutes and it's considered cooked. So you want to mix it all up. Make sure everything's nice and mixed properly so you get all them flavors soaking in the crumbles, because the crumbles don't too much have a flavor on their own, so the garlic and peppers and the onions help give it a little bit of flavor. Of course, we're going to season it up a little bit. So stir that up real nice. Everything is getting its little cook on or whatever. Now we're going to add a little oregano, give a little more flavor. Just stir it in, make sure it's mixed up good. Yeah, I've been working on the railroad all the little long day. So you got to sing when you work. Make it sing spirited. I'm silly. All right, now add some more stuff, give it some flavor. I forgot to show you the fennel seed earlier, but add a little fennel seed in there. Stir that up. Say stir it up. Little darling, stir it up. See, that's what I should be singing when I make the Jamaican beef patties. I gotta remember that one. My goofy ass. And we're gonna add a little bit of Leatherwood from Taste the World and Cincy. All-purpose seasoning. Give it a little bit more flavor. Get my stir on. Add a little crushed red pepper, which I also forgot to show earlier. And you'll forgive me. As long as you know it's in there. Then, once we got our meat cooked properly, we throw in our baby spinach. And you want to mix the baby spinach in real good. As you see, it's green, but where you want your baby spinach to go, you want it to basically get to the point where it's almost wilting and bright green. Then at that point, you start adding your tomato sauce. Now, the mistake I made when I was doing this, I should have put more tomato sauce in there. You're going to see me add some more in a little bit, but I should have put a lot more. Man, that stuff cooked down fast as hell, especially with the high temperature I had it on. But this is my first time making it, so you live and learn. So adding a little bit more tomato sauce in there. Right, so you see I added a bunch more, but it still wasn't enough. Shit, the way I'm thinking, I might have wanted to put about 3/4 of that damn bottle in there, the way that shit cooked down. But as you can see, the spinach is a little wilted, still bright green, so you ain't killed it or nothing. But you wanted a certain consistency because you don't want to be chewing on stalks and stuff. And I don't know if you noticed, but I actually took the stems off the baby spinach when I put it in there. So now we're gonna put a little bit more oregano in there. See, oregano. There's our Italian seasoning in there. Some parsley. Get in there, parsley. Get in there. Sometimes you gotta spank it to make it act right. Then add a little bit of basil. I was rushing, so I ain't even shut the label for that. Don't stop. Shit, this stuff started to cook down. So get our stir on. Gonna stir it up. Mix it up real good. Then, as you see, I added some more tomato sauce. Like I said, I probably would end up using about 3/4 of that bottle if I'd have knew then what I knew now. But like I said, you live and learn. Mix it all up real good, because you kind of want it like, when I was doing that, I was thinking like paste consistency, but you want it almost a little bit soupy, just not like runny. So once you do that, you can set your pan off to the side with your meats. Then we get our tortillas. I put it on a pizza pan. Then we dump our meat mixture on there. Then put a couple spoonfuls on there. Then I take a bunch of the Violife mozzarella cheese spreads, and that's not real cheese, just in case you want to know. But it melts really good. I think it's one of the first fake cheeses I found that actually melts kind of right. Because I've been trying so many with just my regular pizza. But like I say, you put a nice amount of your meat mixture on there. Then once you get that done, the next step is to fold it up and make your puff. Look at it steaming. That just look good right there almost, don't it? I mean, except for the raw ass cheese, but that's neither here nor there. So you grab your side, fold in. Take your other side, fold it in. Then you grab the bottom, fold it up. Take your top, fold it up. And there. You got one done. That is one pizza puff. Ta-da! And then you just repeat the same steps for the rest of them. Get your meat mixture. I do it about the same both times. Get your meat mixture. Put it on there. Get your nice amount of meat. Cheese. Gotta spread the love. Spread love like cheese, man. Spread the love. Put a little more meat on top. Fake meat. Feet. Now we ain't gonna call it feet. I don't think nobody would have feet in their pizza puff. We gonna stick with fake meat. Then you fold it up. Bottom and the top. And you got another puff. Now with what you saw I made about 6 puffs. So once you got all your puffs made, you spray them with some cooking oil. Now I don't use like aerosol cans. I got this self-pumping thing. I tried to show the label, but I had it too low. That you can put olive oil, grapeseed oil, which is what I use in this case. And then you pump it up, give it a little pressure, and then it squirts out. So you spray it all on there. And I took a brush. If you ain't got a brush, you can use a paper towel or something. And you just make sure that it's a light coat of oil on all of the puff, because when you put it in the air fryer doesn't have oil, so it's not going to fry quite right. So you give it a little bit of oil so that heat up the oil and make it fry on the actual pizza puffs itself. So then you flip it over, give it a little squirt, paint it down, paint it down, paint it down. You puffs, paint it down, paint it down, paint it down. Oh, anyway. Yeah, I be tripping. Yeah, so you get your other one, spray it up. Get your brushing on, get it brushed down nice, and then when you put it in the air fryer, of course, you're setting it fold side down, so when it fries, it's going to actually put it together. So then when it's done, it's going to look like this. And that's after 12 minutes at 375. I actually preheated, which you probably should. I preheated my air fryer for a couple minutes before I did it, and then I cut this one open so you can see what it looked like and see all that cheesy goodness. And as you can see, I need a little bit more sauce. I was gonna say, cooked up that sauce, tastes good.
All right, so puffs came out good. If there was one thing I changed, I definitely put some more sauce in there, maybe add a little water, because the sauce cooked like in the air fryer, that heat cooked it down, so the sauce, it was like almost like sloppy Joe consistency almost. Like it wasn't like the sauce that got kind of absorbed, but the cheese melted beautifully. That Violife cheese melts real good. So next time I make it, won't be on video, but next time I make it, I'll make some. And maybe I will do a video, so that'll be the new and improved what it's really supposed to look like kind of thing. So till next time, deuces people, and subscribe to my channel. I got all kind of crazy stuff I'll be posting, you know, visualizations, my music video crap, video game crap, all my company stuff, and of course, check out this shirt shop. We got shirts going on sale September 29th through October 1st, 20% off everything. So, till next time, deuces people.
GBA Studio.
A whole lot of magic.